Welcome in to Lucas Archer Gym, the site for tonight's high school basketball matchup between the South Point Pointers and the Huntington Highlanders. I'm Christian Palmer, and thank you for joining me for tonight's action, streaming here on Video Productions in association with KINDRED Digital Sports. It should be a very exciting game between these two talented teams tonight. The 5-2 South Point Pointers going up against the undefeated 3-0 Huntington Highlanders. We're going to step aside for a short break and we'll discuss all game details on the other side. You're watching high school basketball right here on KINDRED Digital Sports.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to groceries, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym at Huntington High School, just a few minutes away from high school basketball action between the South Point Pointers and the Huntington Highlanders. I'm Christian Palmer. Thank you for joining me tonight. This should be an excellent game this evening, folks. The South Point Pointers, led by head coach Travis Wise. The Pointers are coming off of a 15-9 record last season, 5-2 record so far this season, and 3-0 against Ohio Valley Conference teams. South Point started the season 5-0, but 2 straight losses coming into tonight's game. The South Point offense had an exceptional start to the season, scoring over 70 points in 4 of the team's first 5 games. However, the offense has scored just 51 points in each of the last 2 games, resulting in back-to-back 63 to 51 point losses. The offense is averaging an overall 66.4 points per game for the South Point Pointers. On the defensive end, the Pointers have produced good results, allowing just over 50 points per game. That number right at 50.7 points per game. However, South Point winning the JV contest today, that game going into overtime, so a little behind on tip-off for this varsity game, but we will be at that in just a few moments, and it is actually time for the national anthem. So going to step aside for another short break, and on the other side, I'll break down the Huntington Highlanders. You're watching high school basketball right here on KINDRED Digital Sports.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Hi, my name is Connor Pritchard, and this is my story. In 6th grade, a teacher had asked me if I would be interested in doing the announcements. I ended up going to the office every day for about 2 weeks, taught me the ropes, showed me around. I know it's definitely helped with my improvisation skills, so if I need to get something on the fly or throw something into a conversation, I can integrate it a lot better. I really love doing the announcements here. It's one of my favorite things to do here at Milton Middle. It's always nice just to know that I can add a little bit of positivity. To share your story, visit capitalschools.com.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym. I'm Christian Palmer here on the call for tonight's high school basketball matchup between the South Point Pointers and the Huntington Highlanders. Already talked about South Point, what its squad is bringing into tonight's game. So let's break down the Huntington Highlanders as we are just a few minutes away from opening tip. Huntington, led by head coach Ty Holmes. The Highlanders coming off of a 10-13 season last year, but 3-0 to start this season. Like South Point, a very good start, undefeated 3 games into the year. And also, like the Pointers, Huntington very solid on offense early on, averaging over 70 points per game. That number right at 70.6. That has been a big improvement over last season, as Huntington scored over 70 points just twice all of last season, but has already done so twice this season. Dwayne Harris is the team's leading scorer with 18.7 points per game. Just like he did on the football field, Harris is fitting in nicely in his first year in Huntington on the hardwood floor. Harris broke the all-time record for touchdown receptions in a single season in Huntington High School history this year with 17 touchdown catches. The 5'11 junior now leads the basketball team in points per game with 18.7 and assists per game with 3.7. While Harris has been very impressive early on, it is a team effort for the Highlanders offense, as 3 separate members of Huntington High's roster are currently averaging double-digit points per game. Starting lineups are out onto the floor, so we will go over those quickly. Junior guard Dwayne Harris will be starting along with Mikey Johnson. A junior forward, Jalen Motley, senior guard, Gavin Locko, senior forward, and Jamari Tubbs, sophomore guard. Opening tip goes with the South Point Pointers. Get to the Pointers opening lineup in just a moment. The Pointers fighting for the game's first score, but Jackson Vance unable to come away with the basket. It's Huntington's ball. 3-pointer up in the air. Motley shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Huntington, and the putback, no good. Ball rebounded by Xander Dornan. He is one of the 5 starters for the South Point Pointers. Along with him, Jackson Vance, Zathan Haney, Caleb Lovely, and Jordan Ermolovich. Just over 40 seconds into this contest, still scoreless, but the South Point Pointers have just changed that as Caleb Lovely scores the game's first points. Ball now with the Highlanders. Cross-court pass is deflected and goes out of bounds. Zathan Haney on the deflection. Just over a minute into the contest now. South Point ahead 2-0. Highlanders with the ball on the right wing. Pass down low is tipped, and South Point with the steal. Quickly to the other end. Bucket is up and good. Caleb Lovely scores again. He's got 4 quick points. Ball now in Highlanders' possession. It's Harris with the ball. The top of the key. Fires a pass to his teammate. Highlanders moving the ball around well and quickly. It's back with Harris, who drives to the paint. Up and under shot is good. Nice looking shot by Dwayne Harris, the team's leader in points per game with 18.7 entering tonight's contest. 4-2 is our score. South Point ahead just over 2 minutes into the ball game. At the ball, with the ball, was Zathan Haney, but he dishes it off. It's Lovely again, driving to the basket, kicks the ball outside, three-pointer up and in. Jordan Ermalovich with the basket. South Point extends its lead. It's up to 5. 7-2 is our score. 5.5 minutes remain in our opening quarter. Three-pointer for the Highlanders, off the back of the glass and in. Beautiful shot by Motley. That cuts the lead to 2. Vance with the ball now, tries to drive inside, passes it back out, but he receives the ball again on the right wing. Ball poked free, but whistle blown, foul on the Highlanders. It appears as though Mikey Johnson, 6'3" junior, will be picking up the foul. That is his first of the game. Lovely receives the inbound pass. Dribbles to the top of the key, cuts inside. Off the glass and good. An excellent start for Lovely. South Point now leads 9-5. Quick pass up the court for the Highlanders. And a layup attempt is missed. That was Jamari Tubbs with the shot attempt, but Mikey Johnson on the offensive glass. Whistles blown. And Huntington will now inbound underneath the basket. Harris dishes the ball to the corner. Receives the ball back on the right wing. Fires it to the left wing. Shot up and no good by Tubbs. South Point trying to get out of its own end, able to do so. And able to find a wide open man in the corner. Shot no good, but offensive rebound for the Pointers. Ermalovich with the ball now. He dribbles out near midcourt. Passes the ball to Lovely. Shot up. Bounces off the back of the iron and no good. Ball lands out of bounds with 3 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in our opening quarter. Midway through quarter number 1, South Point leads 9-5. Harris on the drive and his shot is blocked. Great defense down low by the Pointers, and defense almost able to lead to quick offense, but Huntington able to recover. Ball now with Ermalovich. Johnson playing close defense on him. With the ball now is Haney. His shot up and no good. Rebounded by Jamari Tubbs. He takes it almost the length of the court. Huntington passing the ball around the perimeter. Three-point shot up and no good. Motley with the attempt. Lovely with the ball now. deflection, and I believe that he might have dribbled the ball off of his foot. The ball trickles out of bounds, and it is Highlander basketball with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left in the first quarter. South Point still leads 9-5. Harris with the ball for the Highlanders. Finds Motley on the right wing. Motley trying to direct some traffic. Does a little give and go and drives to the inside, but he is fouled in the process of doing so. Not a shooting foul, and Huntington will inbound underneath the basket. Quick discussion by the officials. The call remains the same. Harris will trigger the inbound. He finds Laco on the left wing. Laco gets rid of the ball, and it's back in the hands of Harris. A couple of quick passes, and now it's Jalen Motley. Tries to put on a dribble move, drives inside, not much doing. Loses the ball, and South Point has it, but just for a moment, as the Pointers quickly called for a travel. So the Pointers turn the ball over with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in quarter number one. Offense has had a strong start in the first few minutes, but no buckets in the past few. The score has remained 9-5. Driving to the basket is Mikey Johnson. His layup attempt no good. Rebound by the Pointers. Long pass down the court to Jackson Childers, but he is unable to get a basket. Had an okay opportunity there, but another empty possession for the Pointers. Dwayne Harris now driving to the basket. Unable to put it up and in, but grabs the ball after the deflection. Gets it to his teammate, Tubbs, whose three-pointer is no good. And South Point quickly down the other end. Able to make the basket, but appears as though the officials signaled a foul before the shot. So the score remains the same at 9-5. Inbounding the ball for the Pointers is Ermolovich. 1 minute and 39 seconds left in our opening quarter. South Point leads 9-5. Pointers get the inbound in, and shooting down low, Xander Dornan, but his shot no good. Huntington quickly going the other way, but Motley is going to be called for a walk. Another turnover. Both offenses struggling near the end of this quarter. A minute and a half left. South Point looking to change that three ball up by Ermolovich, but it's short. Huntington gets the rebound quickly, heads the other way, but another walk. This time, the guilty party, Montez Tubbs. A few travel violations haunting the Highlanders in this first quarter. South Point inbounds the ball. Just over a minute left in the quarter. Caleb Lovely with the ball at the top of the key. Tries to put a dribble move on Harris, but Harris strips it away. Great defense by the junior, but the Pointers keep the ball, stick with it. Oh my goodness, what a scoop shot by Jordan Ermolovich. That score puts the Pointers up 11-5. Three ball by the Highlanders, no good. Mikey Johnson on the shot attempt, battle for the rebound, and Huntington's got it. Offensive board. The ball in the hands of Dwayne Harris. He launches a three ball, no good, but fouled. So Harris now heads to the line for 3 free throw attempts. First shot is up, and it is good. Harris, Huntington's leading scorer entering this contest with 18.7 points per game. Misses the second shot attempt, 1 of 2 on this trip to the line. Substitution made by the Pointers as Javon Farrell checks into the contest. Third and final free throw attempt by Harris is up and good, nothing but net. South Point gets the inbound in and quickly gets up the court. Just after entering the game, Javon Farrell looking to make an impact and score, but he loses the ball, goes out of bounds, and Highlanders have possession. Harris brings the ball up the court. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Looking for his shot, drives inside, dishes the ball off, and the bucket is good. Gavin Locko with the tough points down low. And we've got a close game after 1. South Point leads 11-9. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967, has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on the other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym. Second quarter just about to begin in this matchup between the South Point Pointers and the Huntington Highlanders. South Point ahead by 2. 11-9 is the score. As the second quarter begins, South Point basketball. Carter Smith with the ball. He throws the ball to the right wing where Zathan Haney has his pocket picked. The ball taken away by Mikey Johnson, and he quickly heads down the court. Puts up a shot down low, does not go, but fouled in the process of shooting. He now heads to the line. Johnson's first shot is up and good. That brings South Point's lead down to 1. Huntington with an opportunity to tie the ball game up with this free throw attempt. Second shot by Johnson is up and good. Huntington now 4 of 5 from the line. The Pointers now head back up the court. Ermolovich with the basketball. He tosses the ball to the right wing. Quick movement by the South Point offense. Driving inside and putting up a shot is Jackson Vance. Shot no good. Rebound by the Highlanders. Underneath the basket, Huntington puts up a shot. That was Montez Tubbs driving inside and putting up the layup attempt. Shot no good though. Great defense by South Point down low. Ball deflected out of bounds, but Huntington keeps it. Good inbound pass by Harris. A bounce pass to Avante Crawford. Crawford with the bucket, and Huntington leads 13-11. South Point almost able to get it right back. Xander Dornan with the attempt down low, unable to get it to go. Dwayne Harris with the ball, cuts inside. Elected to go with the bounce pass again, but this time his pass is deflected and lands out of bounds. And South Point has requested a timeout. Believe it is just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here inside of Lucas Archer Gym. Just over a minute inside of the second quarter. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left in the half. Huntington ahead now 13-11. South Point struggling on the offensive end in the past few minutes, able to grab the initial lead and quickly able to get 9 points, but really stuck since then. Besides one basket, the Pointers with 11 points at the moment to the Highlanders 13. Both teams back out on the court. It's Highlander basketball. Harris to trigger the inbound. He finds Crawford down low. Quick passing, Harris in the corner, open shot, nothing but net. Dwayne Harris' shot is up and in, and Huntington's lead up to 5. South Point looking to build up some momentum on offense. Lovely with the basketball. Harris playing tight defense on him. Dornan takes it inside. His shot off the glass, no good, but he grabs the offensive board. South Point with a second chance opportunity, but not able to do anything with it. Carter Smith tosses the ball out of bounds, was looking for Caleb Lovely. Six and a half minutes left in the quarter. Highlander basketball. Dwayne Harris dribbles it up the court. Quickly knifes into the paint. Drives inside and dishes outside. Wide open shot from Motley. Too strong. But a scramble for the ball, and Avante Crawford's got it, and his shot is up and in. The 6'2" Avante Crawford with 4 quick points for the Highlanders. South Point quickly brings it down the other end, but more miscommunication. A pass almost going on the other side of the court, almost a backcourt violation for the Pointers, but Ermilovich just able to save the ball. South Point fouled while shooting. Caleb Lovely now at the line to shoot 2. He takes a moment after some hard contact down low. First free throw attempt by Lovely is no good. Rattles in and out. And checking into the contest for the Highlanders is 6' sophomore Jamari Tubbs. The official underneath the basket asking Tubbs to make an adjustment to his uniform. All things clear now, play ready to resume. Second free throw by Lovely is up and good. Lead now down to 6. Harris with the ball at the top of the key. Passes the ball to the right wing. Motley with it now, drives inside, goes with the floater, but the shot is short. Marlovich with it now for the South Point Pointers. Dribbles to his right, picks up his dribble, forces a pass, and it is stolen away by Dwayne Harris. Harris really does a lot for this Highlander team. 18.7 points per game, 3.7 assists per game, 2.7 rebounds, and 2 steals. Just tremendous numbers for the Highlanders point guard. He leads the offense up the court now with the ball. the top of the key. It's Crawford with it now in the corner. His shot is good. Avante Crawford now with 7 points. Showing off some range. South Point gets the ball across half court and looks to set up its offense. Haney with the ball on the left wing. He finds Dornan, who tries to cut inside. Good defense by the Highlanders, though. Not much space to work with. Lovely goes inside, calls his own number, but the shot too strong. A nice Euro step and shot attempt by Montez Tubbs, but the layup no good. South Point quickly the other way. And Zathan Haney with the tough look down low. His shot is good. The score now 21-14 Highlanders. And Montez Tubbs now guilty of a double dribble. A turnover for the Highlanders. Midway through quarter number 2. 3 minutes and 59 seconds left in the half. Huntington leads by 7. South Point ball off the inbound. It's Ermolovich. He gets the ball back on the return pass at the top of the key. Ball worked around to Caleb Lovely. He fires a 3 from the corner. Shot too strong and no good. Bounces out of bounds. Huntington ball. And another equipment issue for the Highlanders as a shoe is untied. You never want that when you're about to run up and down the court. Official underneath the basket noticing that and helping out the Highlander player, trying to see the number, and that is Jalen Motley. Fixes those shoelaces and play resumes. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Huntington ahead by 7. 21-14 is our score. Dwayne Harris with the ball. Throws it to his left. Gets it back on the return at the top of the key. Drives inside, calls his own number. Up and under shot, no good. But Crawford able to tip it up and in. What a half by Avante Crawford, 9 points. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Highlanders ahead by 9. Lovely with the ball, behind the back move, dribbles into the paint, rises up and sinks the shot. Really nice looking play by the junior guard, Caleb Lovely. Harris with it now for the Highlanders on the right wing. Tries to dribble inside, but finds nowhere to go. Finds a teammate, Jamari Tubbs, who elevates and puts up a shot, but it is rejected. South Point puts up a shot quickly into its possession, but the shot no good by Dornan. Harris dribbles it down to the other end and is fouled. Foul on South Point, and a substitution by the South Point Pointers as Jackson Childers checks into the game, and a substitution for the Highlanders. Senior Gavin Locko now into the contest. Harris throws the inbound to the corner. Corner 3 up, but no good. But Huntington stays with it. Gets the ball back. Harris with it now. Dribbles out around the perimeter. Another open 3 in the corner, but Montez Tubbs unable to take advantage. South Point down to the other end in a hurry. First shot, no good. But Jackson Childers on the offensive glass and rewarded with some second chance points. Harris tries to force his way inside, puts up a shot off the glass, and no good. Behind the back pass by Ermolovic, and Lovely puts it in. Lovely play by the Pointers. Highlanders lead, cut down to 3, 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the half. Motley with the ball, directing traffic. Appears to be in no rush. He tosses the ball to Gavin Lonko, a give and go. Ball back with Harris, an elbow jumper, no good. Ball rebounded by Lovely. He throws the ball up to Ermolovic. Back to Lovely. Tries to spin. Keeps his pivot foot planted. Ermolovic from way downtown. The shot too strong, no good, and rebounded by Harris. But Harris will be whistled for a travel. He was unable to keep a foot planted. So a turnover by the Highlanders with just over 30 seconds left in the half. Huntington leads 23-20. Ermolovic with the ball at the top of the key. South Point potentially looking for the final shot of the half. Ermolovic throws the ball to the corner. Open three. Shot up and no good by Haney. But the ball off of the Highlanders and out of bounds. That's certainly a play that Huntington will want back. And now South Point with an opportunity to tie the ball game. It's a 3-point game. Inbound pass finds its way to Ermolovic. Little give and go, inbounded it and ran to the corner, but another turnover. A walk by Ermolovic with 2.5 seconds left. Harris picks the ball up, fires it at midcourt. The shot off of the glass and no good. Close by Harris, but unable to get the miracle shot from midcourt to fall. So we're at halftime, and we've got a great game. Huntington leads 23-20. We're going to step aside for a short break. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar Stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar Stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Hello, my name is Seth Seldron. I'm here in my home studio where I write, record, produce, mix, and master all my own music, as well as write, record, and edit all kinds of videos. Making my own music and making videos allows me a certain creative outlet that I wouldn't otherwise have. And one day I hope to sort of combine the two, maybe create my own music videos, direct them, edit them, as well as produce music for myself and other people.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on the other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
Fair has a new and convenient way for you to save. Introducing Clip and Save digital coupons. Just go to your local food fair, sign up for Cart Cash, then set up an online shopping account at foodfairmarkets.com, and you're ready to start clipping. Use your Food Fair app while shopping and clip your item right there in the store. Your savings will be applied as you check out. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Save on all your favorite items with Clip and Save digital coupons. Food Fair, where convenience and quality meet.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym, where it is halftime between the Huntington Highlanders and the South Point Pointers. It really has been an excellent game up to this point. A lot of exciting plays in the first half of action. Some very talented scorers. Dwayne Harris certainly doing his part for the Huntington Highlanders. And also Caleb Lovely, both number zeros, playing excellent tonight for each team. Both junior guards as well, and some similarities in their games. Can shoot some from the outside, dribble inside, a little bit of flair as well. Certainly the two leaders of the first half of action for South Point and Huntington High. South Point played pretty well out of the gate, held the initial lead, and midway through the first quarter held a 9-5 lead, but Huntington able to battle back in the last few minutes of the quarter, and at the end of quarter number one, the score 11 South Point and 9 for the Highlanders, but Huntington's offense picking up some momentum in the second quarter, playing a little better basketball, and 14 points in the second quarter, a 5-point improvement over quarter number one. South Point, a similar quarter in number one, and to 11 points in quarter number one and 9 points in quarter number two. So the Pointers looking for some more points in the second half, but a very close game. Both defenses playing really well, forcing a lot of turnovers in the first 16 minutes of play. We're going to step aside for another short break. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family-owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
The first time I ever went golfing, my very first shot was like 100 yards. I never hit anything before, and I hit it on the green 5 feet away from the hole. It's a lot of practice, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication. And whenever you get to a certain level, you can kind of reap the rewards of that. Never stop experimenting. As long as you stay steadfast in your beliefs, it'll work out.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Where it is halftime, just a few minutes left of the half, Huntington finds itself ahead 23-20. It's been an excellent start to this season for the Huntington Highlanders and looking to continue that in this contest. Huntington, an undefeated 3-0 to start this season. The offense playing really well in the first few games, averaging over 70 points per game. Struggling a little bit in this first half, but playing great defense and holding the South Point Pointers to just 20 points in the first half of action. South Point playing close to its average defensively. The Pointers usually a very good team on the defensive end, allowing just over 50 points per game, right at 50.7 points per game. South Point, though, in danger of losing its third straight contest after starting the season 5-0. The Pointers losing 2 straight games by the final score of 63-51. The offense struggling in the past couple of contests and struggling again tonight. But hey, it's a one-possession game, 3-point game at half. Certainly anyone's ball game. We're going to step aside for one final break of the half. And when we return, we will have the start of the second half. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Fair has a new and convenient way for you to save. Introducing Clip and Save digital coupons. Just go to your local food fair, sign up for cart cash, then set up an online shopping account at foodfairmarkets.com, and you're ready to start clipping. Use your food fair app while shopping and clip your item right there in the store. Your savings will be applied as you check out. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Save on all your favorite items with Clip and Save digital coupons. Food Fair, where convenience and quality meet.
Jillian, I go here to Cabell Midland. I've been twirling kind of forever since I was like 5. This summer I went to some baton camps, toured a lot of colleges, architecture program at the University of Cincinnati. I'm the featured twirler for the marching knights, so we work all the time. We're here 4 weeks in the summer, 8 to 5, so it's a lot of hard work, but it's really worth it whenever you get to perform.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym, where the second half is just about to begin in this high school basketball matchup between the Huntington Highlanders and the South Point Pointers. It's Huntington's ball to start the second half. Dwayne Harris with the ball. The top of the key, dribbles to his right. Now back to his left, finds Jalen Motley, who throws the ball to the corner. Mikey Johnson with the three-point attempt. It's strong and no good. Rebound by the Pointers. Jordan Ermolovich brings the ball up the court. He had a very solid first half, playing good defense, scoring a couple of baskets down low. Some shots from deep as well. An early foul in the second half. Mikey Johnson, 6'3" junior, picks up the foul, and Caleb Lovely, junior guard, heads to the line. First free throw attempt by Lovely is no good. Rattles around the rim and falls out. Big dribble and a deep breath before the second attempt, but it's no good. 0 for 2 on this trip to the line. Huntington's lead remains at 3. Harris brings the ball up the court, gets a pick from Laco. Harris dishes the ball to the outside. It's Motley. Quickly gets the ball back in the hands of Harris. Laco with it now. Throws it to the corner. Avante Crawford. 3 is up and good. The one change made to Huntington's lineup in the second half, Crawford remaining on the court to start the half. And not a bad decision at all after the first half that he had three-pointer by South Point, no good. Dwayne Harris goes coast to coast. Tremendous take down low by Harris. Made it look easy, puts the layup up and in. Huntington leads by 8. 28-20 is our score. And a turnover by South Point. Laco gets the loose ball to Harris, who drives inside. Layup attempt, no good. Offensive rebound for the Highlanders. And Mikey Johnson able to put the shot up and in. A great start to the half by Huntington. The score at half, 23-20, and 7 unanswered points by the Highlanders to start quarter number 3. Huntington now leads by 10. 30-20 is our score with just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. This is a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. The Highlanders already back out on the court. But South Point using every second that it has on this timeout, talking things over. It's got to be a little frustrating for a coach. Just gave the message that you wanted the team to play with at half, and a few minutes in, players not doing so. So, hey, let's call a timeout and resend the message. But another turnover right out of the timeout. Huntington steals the inbound. Bounce pass down low by Harris to Johnson. Point is good, and the foul. Johnson heads to the line now for the three-point play opportunity. Substitution made by the Pointers. Javon Farrell checks into the game. Free throw attempt by Johnson is up and good. And he has the three-point play. Huntington full court pressure, but the Pointers able to break it. But Farrell forcing a pass down low. That's broken up, taken away by the Highlander defense. Now Huntington sets up its offense. Harris open in the corner, fakes the shot, drives inside. Scoop shot unable to go. Ball now with South Point. Farrell tries to drive inside, and another turnover. Pass deflected by Johnson. He throws it up to Harris. Harris's shot no good. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Huntington leads by 13. 33-20 is our score. Another pass almost deflected. Active hands by the Huntington defense, but maybe a little too active on the inside as Caleb Lovely is able to draw a foul down low in the process of shooting, so he will head to the line for 2 free throw attempts. First shot by Lovely is up, and it is good. Nothing but net. Substitution by South Point as Elijah Wilburn checks into the contest. Wilburn, a junior guard. Second shot by Lovely is up and in. 2 of 2 at the free throw line on this trip. Harris with a quick pass up the court. Gets it back at the top of the key. Finds Motley on the right wing. Three-pointer, no good. Off of the side of the iron. Rebounded by Dornan. South Point heads the other way. Open three-point shot. Rattles around the rim and out. Vance unable to come through with the open opportunity. Dwayne Harris driving inside to the hoop. His shot attempt no good, but fouled while shooting, and he heads to the line for two. Dwayne Harris with a deep breath and a dribble before his first free throw attempt. Clanks off the front of the rim and no good. Second free throw attempt by Harris is up and in. Huntington now leads by 12. 4 minutes and 22 seconds remain in the third quarter. Lovely trying to get the ball in for the Pointers, but Johnson with his 6'3" frame making that tough on him. South Point gets the ball in. Dornan with the jumper shot, too strong, no good, but offensive rebound by the Pointers, and that leads to a made three-pointer by Jordan Ermolovich. Ermolovich with a couple of made shots from distance in this evening's contest. Gavin Locko with the great bounce pass to Avante Crawford. Locko, Huntington's quarterback, with a great pass on the hardwood floor. Ermolovich from way downtown does not get the friendly roll. Locko with the rebound outside of the paint. Launches it up the court to Harris, who drives inside, puts up the shot, and it is blocked away. I believe that was Jackson Vance with the block. Substitution made for the Pointers as Zathan Haney checks into the contest. Highlander basketball. Harris to trigger the inbound underneath the basket. An overhead pass to Avante Crawford. Crawford gets the ball back, top of the key, open three. It's good. Avante Crawford playing an excellent game. The 6'2" sophomore trying to earn some more playing time. Did not start tonight's game, but hard to get him off the court. But the three-pointer is answered as Caleb Lovely returns the favor. Three-pointer made by the junior. And we now have a full timeout, so we will step aside for a short break. Huntington leads 39-28 with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Hi, my name is Connor Pritchard, and this is my story. In 6th grade, a teacher had asked me if I would be interested in doing the announcements. I ended up going to the office every day for about 2 weeks, taught me the ropes, showed me around. I know it's definitely helped with my improvisation skills, so if I need to get something on the fly or throw something into a conversation, I can integrate it a lot better. I really love doing the announcements here. It's one of my favorite things to do here at Milton Middle. It's always nice just to know that I can add a little bit of positivity. To share your story, visit capitalschools.com.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym. It's Huntington High basketball as we tick under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Huntington leads South Point by 11 in this high school basketball matchup. Dwayne Harris with the ball, top of the key. Drives inside, shot no good. Offensive rebound by Gavin Locko, and the putback is up and in. Pressure in the backcourt by the Highlanders. Ermolovich and Lovely pass the ball back and forth. Lovely trying to return the ball to Ermolovich, but the ball deflected out of bounds off of the Highlanders. South Point to inbound. Ermolovich with the ball, heaves it down the court. The ball now back in the hands of Zathan Haney. His jumper no good. Offensive rebound by Jackson Childers. Childers now gets the ball inside, turns, and puts up a shot. Shot no good. Rebound Huntington. Quickly, Dwayne Harris heads the other way. His layup attempt no good. But Mikey Johnson active on the offensive glass. Gets a pair of second chance points, and Huntington now ahead by 15. The Highlanders sticking with this full court pressure, and it leads to a turnover. Laco finds the loose ball, throws it down the court, but a little too much heat on that pass. And the ball eventually bounces out of bounds. So South Point ball as a substitution is made. Xander Dornan checks back into the game. Dornan, a senior center. And he gets the ball and crosses midcourt. Fires a chest-high pass to Jackson Childers. Childers catch and shoot, sinks the mid-range jumper. South Point up to 30 points. Score now 43-30 in favor of Huntington. Motley with the ball now near midcourt. He finds Johnson. Laco now in the paint. Drives inside. But he will be whistled for a walk. A turnover by the Highlanders. A minute left in the third quarter. South Point looking to go quick. It's Childers with the ball. And he is fouled down low. Avante Crawford picking up the foul with 47.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Lovely receives the inbound pass. Gets it back in the corner. Fires a three, but shot falls short. Ball rebounded by Jamari Tubbs. Avante Crawford with the ball now in the corner. His pass deflected and stolen. And a chase down block on the other end. What a play by Mikey Johnson. Defense to offense. Great bounce pass by Gavin Laco. And Laco now with the steal. He gets the ball back, drives inside, and misses the layup. Great effort, but the shot does not fall. A quick three on the other end for the Pointers, and it's in. A buzzer beater by Zathan Haney brings the score to 45-33 in favor of the Highlanders. That's the end of quarter number 3. We're going to step aside for a short break and have the start of our final quarter when we return. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Last year, impaired drivers were the cause of 32% of all fatal crashes in West Virginia. On average, there are 9,000 drivers arrested each year for driving under the influence of alcohol and other drugs. Law enforcement wants to ensure drivers are making the right decision before they get behind the wheel. So if you have a friend or loved one that is too impaired to drive, take their keys, call a cab, or find them a safe ride home. In West Virginia and surrounding states, officers want to remind you to drive sober or get pulled over.
Jillian, I go here to Cabell Midland. I've been twirling kind of forever since I was like 5. This summer I went to some baton camps, toured a lot of colleges, architecture program at the University of Cincinnati. I'm the featured twirler for the marching knights, so we work all the time. We're here 4 weeks in the summer, 8 to 5, so it's a lot of hard work, but it's really worth it whenever you get to perform.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym for the start of the fourth quarter in this high school basketball matchup between the South Point Pointers and the Huntington Highlanders. I'm Christian Palmer. Thank you for joining me for tonight's game and sticking with me throughout the course of this contest. 8 minutes left in regulation. Huntington looking to close out a win and remain undefeated early on in this season. It's South Point ball to start the quarter. 3-point shot by Lovely is no good. Offensive rebound by the Pointers. Lovely gets it back, drives to the hoop, makes the shot, and the foul. Heads to the line for the 3-point play opportunity. The shot by Lovely clanks off the front of the iron and no good. 10-point lead for the Highlanders. Avante Crawford, open three on the left wing. Shot no good. South Point ball. Lovely crosses half court. Finds Dornan. Dornan has the ball deflected away, but the ball lands out of bounds off of Huntington. Possession remains with the Pointers. Ermilovich to inbound the ball. It's Lovely with it now. Dribbling to his left. Whistle blown as a foul is called. Jalen Motley whistled for the foul. Ermilovich to trigger the inbound. Throws the ball to the corner. It's Dornan with it. He dribbles to the top of the key and hands the ball off to Lovely. Ermilovich with it now, dribbling to his right. Throws a pass inside, back to the top of the key. It's Carter Smith with the made three-pointer, and quickly Huntington's lead down to 7 with 7 minutes left in regulation. Motley with the basketball for the Highlanders. He passes the ball to the 6'3" Mikey Johnson, who drives inside. Layup attempt is no good. But a traveling violation will be called on South Point. Jackson Vance, the guilty party. That's been an issue for both teams tonight, and it leads to another turnover. Motley with the ball, top of the key, dribbles to his left, and he is fouled. The foul on Carter Smith of South Point. Carter Smith, a junior guard. 6 minutes and 23 seconds remain in the contest. Huntington leads 45-38. Motley gets the inbound, dribbles to his left, and he is fouled. Fouls right and left to start this fourth quarter. It will be Huntington basketball. We've got another equipment issue as Motley makes sure his laces are tight. Play ready to resume. Tubbs with the inbound pass to Johnson. A bit of an oop there. First try no good, but Johnson with the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity is good. South Point, though, fires the ball up the court and gets those points right back. Jackson Vance with the layup and the foul. He heads to the line for the three-point play opportunity. Our score is now 47-40 in favor of the Huntington Highlanders. Free throw attempt too strong. Bounces off of the iron, and the Highlanders secure the rebound. It's Harris with the ball. On the left wing, dribbles to his right, loses his footing, but finds an open man. Jamari Tubbs puts up the three-point shot. Shot no good. Ball lands out of bounds, and it's South Point basketball. Dornan receives the inbound. Huntington sticking with full court pressure, and it leads to another South Point turnover. Dornan unable to keep his feet in bounds, steps out of play, and the ball back with the Highlanders. Harris receives the inbound pass, gets a pick, spin move, dribble inside, shot no good. Johnson almost able to put the ball back up and in, but South Point grabs the rebound and scores in transition. Caleb Lovely with another basket off the glass, in the lead down to 5. South Point going on a little bit of a run in this fourth quarter. Lovely heating up offensively and hoping to bring his team back. The Pointers down by double digits earlier, but playing really well in the past few minutes. Huntington now really could use this stoppage in play, talk things over, maybe scheme up what they want to do offensively on the next few possessions, and try and get some points. Both teams now back on the court. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in regulation. A close 5-point ball game. The JV game that took place before the varsity game ended up in overtime. Would not be surprised at all if this contest goes into OT as well. And another traveling violation is called, this time on the Huntington Highlanders. Mikey Johnson, the guilty party. So an empty possession for the Highlanders. Carter Smith brings the ball up the court for the Pointers. Lovely with it now, dribbles on his left hand, finds an open Ermolovich, three-pointer no good, offensive rebound, South Point. Lovely with the three in the corner, it's good. And we've got a 2-point ball game with 5 minutes left. Motley finds some space, but runs out of it quickly. Shot blocked down low by Dornan. South Point tries to score in transition, but a little too rushed on that possession. A turnover by the Pointers, really a self-inflicted wound there. A wide open opportunity if South Point just took its time. Ball back with Huntington. 2-point ball game as Harris is fouled. And that'll be Lovely picking up the foul. Clock stops with 4.5 minutes left in regulation. Huntington to inbound the ball. On the far side of the court, it's Jalen Motley triggering the inbound. Dwayne Harris with it now at the top of the key. Dribbles to his left. Bounce pass to the corner. Harris heads out to the perimeter, gets the ball, but an unselfish play. Back to Motley in the corner. Three is in. And now it's a turnover for the Highlanders. Glance down at my papers for just a moment, but I believe that was another travel called. So an empty possession for the Pointers. Dwayne Harris with the ball. Crosses half court. Trying to size up his defender. Motley with it now, top of the key, dribbles to his right. Floater up and good. Back-to-back big baskets by Motley. And now South Point fires it down the court and turns it over. Harris trying to go coast to coast. Excellent effort by the junior guard. He's unable to get the shot to fall, but he is fouled and will head to the line for 2 free throw shots. So Huntington now on a 5-0 run. First shot by Harris is up and in. Highlanders now lead by 8. Second shot by Harris. The team's leading scorer is up and in. Harris 2 of 2 from the line on that trip. Zathan Haney with it now. Works the ball around the perimeter. The ball winds up in Lovely's hands. Three-pointer from the right wing, no good. Bounce pass down the court to Dwayne Harris. He receives the pass and is bumped and fouled underneath the basket. It's a blocking foul. And he heads back to the line. But before he can put up any free throw attempts, South Point requests a timeout. And it is a full 60-second timeout. So we will step aside for a short break. You're watching high school basketball right here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967, has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
The culture here at Mount West is to facilitate student success in a variety of ways.
Students know that somebody cares. They know that there's somebody on that other table that is willing to do everything they can to make them successful.
Somebody can walk in the door not knowing what they want to do, and they can talk through what their options might be.
There's a program or a pathway for you here at Mount West. We have a pathway for anybody.
Welcome back inside of Lucas Archer Gym for this high school basketball matchup between the Huntington Highlanders and the South Point Pointers. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in regulation. Dwayne Harris of the Huntington Highlanders at the free throw line. His first attempt up and good. And Huntington extends its lead, now up into double digits. Second free throw also good. It's now an 11-point lead for the Highlanders. South Point puts up a shot just a few seconds into its possession. Haney unable to come through on the shot attempt. Ball rebounded by Dwayne Harris, and he is fouled again, so another trip to the line for Harris. I believe he's been at the line 3 times in just about the last 2 minutes of game time. And doing well at the line. Another free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Second free throw attempt, also good. Harris excellent at the charity stripe tonight, and the Highlanders now leading by 13. Tight defense by Huntington at midcourt. Lovely gets the ball, throws it to the corner. He gets it back on the inside, and a beautiful feed to Dornan. He gets the layup up and in, 2 points for the Pointers. The score now 58-47. Huntington's ball now. Tubbs with it on the perimeter. He gets the ball back in the hands of Dwayne Harris. Junior guard trying to put some dribble moves on the South Point defense. He finds senior Gavin Locko. Locko gets it right back to Harris. Just over 2 minutes left in regulation. Harris drives inside, loses the ball, but Tubbs able to secure the loose ball, and possession stays with the Highlanders. 6'3", Johnson with it now. Drives inside, and he is fouled on his way to the hoop. Fouls really hurting South Point in this fourth quarter. It was as close as a 2-point game just a few minutes ago, but Huntington playing stingy defense and drawing a lot of fouls and taking advantage of it at the line. 1 minute and 51 seconds left in regulation. Huntington looks to close out this win and stay undefeated. Free throw shot up and good by Johnson. And Huntington now leads by 12. Zathan Haney trying to get the ball up the court for South Point, but has his pocket picked. The ball deflects off of him as well, goes out of bounds. Huntington basketball. Substitution made by South Point as Elijah Wilburn checks into the contest, and also Javon Farrell. Johnson to inbound the ball for the Highlanders. Finds Gavin Locko near midcourt. Ball right back to Johnson. He has a lane, goes for the dunk, but no good. The ball ricochets off of the iron. Great attempt, though, by Johnson, able to flush home the dunk, but a three-pointer made on the other end. Farrell with the basket, but Dwayne Harris able to knife inside and get a couple of those points right back. Highlander lead back to double digits, and this time Farrell has the ball ripped away by Mikey Johnson, the 6'3" junior. A bit of a frustration foul after that, and Johnson now at the line. Just over a minute left in the contest. Three dribbles by Johnson before sinking his first free throw attempt. 62-50 is now our score. Second shot by Johnson is up, and it is good. Nothing but net. A quick steal by the Highlanders after the inbound. First shot no good, but Mikey Johnson on the putback. That 6'3" frame is hard to stop down low. Another turnover. Farrell has his pass intercepted. Huntington the other way. Harris goes for the alley-oop pass to Johnson. Unable to convert. Got pretty close, though. Some tremendous athletes on this Huntington High basketball team. Lovely with the quick trigger, puts up a three. His shot no good. Rebound by Johnson underneath the basket. It's Motley with it now. He has the ball stolen. Lovely going the other way. Layup up and good, and the foul. Caleb Lovely, the junior guard, has really played well all night long. Making some shots from distance, but willing to drive inside and take some contact. Doing that all night long, really. able to come away with 2 points again, heads to the line to try and tack on another. Free throw attempt is up, and it is good. And now a second shot by Lovely, up and misses, but offensive rebound for the Pointers. The ball ends up in the hands of Javon Farrell. He puts up a three-point shot. It's no good. Rebound by the Highlanders. Johnson passes the ball to the outside. It's Dwayne Harris, and he will just dribble out the clock. Game clock hits triple zeros, and Huntington High earns the victory. 65-51 point win for the Huntington Highlanders, and Huntington remains undefeated, now 4-0 on the season, and the South Point Pointers now fall to 5-3. We're going to step aside for one final break, but stay tuned in as the post-game wrap-up is next. You're watching high school basketball right here on.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par Mar store.